From swiping cards to wire fraud, scamming has become one of the most socially accepted crimes in the younger generation. More than ever, scamming has become very big amongst the rap game in the last 12 months, and there seems to be no slowing down. But why is scamming the next big thing in rap? Let's dive into why it's bad and why it could possibly be a positive for the music industry.
You can work 100 hours, I'ma take 100 risks. Look at us, everybody got a chain, we super rich.
Now, if we're gonna dive deep into the scamming world, we need to go all the way back to the beginning. Where did it even come from? Scam rap originated in Detroit, Michigan, and the rapper that first popularized scam rap goes by the name of TJ. TJ is a 21-year-old rapper straight out of Detroit, and many people claim him as the father of scam rap. The stuff TJ would talk about was pretty much what you could already imagine. He talked about anything that had to do with getting money in an illegal fashion or simply doing things that the public would say is wrong. But this is exactly what attracted so many of TJ's fans. It was something different, and for once it seemed like someone was just talking about hustling and not just talking about how many people they've killed. People liked this new subgenre of rap, and little did we know, but it was only the beginning. Another rapper by the name of Babytron came into the rap scene, dropping 4 projects in 2021 alone. It seemed like Babytron saw the potential in the subgenre and saw what TJ did, but wanted to take things further and really establish himself on a more mainstream level. Some argued that TJ walked so Babytron could run. Babytron was dropping songs like No Tomorrow, and he was gaining millions of monthly listeners in 2022. With all that noise, people were bound to catch on. Everyone wanted to be like Babytron, and it seemed like the things that these rappers were talking about were only getting more and more severe. Like, the more you incriminated yourself, the more views you would get, so naturally these rappers took it to new heights.
Drop mine, I'm the real reason why I died at that stop sign.
In 2023, Babytron was still going up, dropping 3 projects so far this year. However, someone new came in the game. Someone who clearly was on a mission to take scamming to mainstream. And if you haven't already guessed who I'm talking about Punchmade Dev. Punchmade Dev is without a doubt the face of scamming.
Massive bust, the FBI charging 80 people with trying to scam at least $46 million out of their victims.
I can sit back, run up 10 without me trying. I can sit back, quit rap, and still be rich without me trying.
The thing about these scam rappers before Punchmade Dev is it was usually meant in not such a serious way. It was more of the type of music you play just to get hyped to and have fun with. However, Punchmade Dev wanted to take things to the extreme, and it completely worked. Punchmade Dev released his first single July 1st, 2021. The song only got a couple thousand streams in the first week. However, people knew there was something different about him from the jump. The stuff he talked about set him apart from the rest. It's like people could sense the legitimacy off of him. Punchmade Dev started releasing songs where he was literally telling people exactly step by step how to do advanced scams.
I pay using my chain and use the chip. It bust a credit card, play to grab my cup and take a sip.
Throughout 2022, he gained thousands of followers and had no plan in slowing down. People really started catching on to his movement, and the numbers going up only made him want to do crazier and crazier things. By 2023, Punchmade Dev had already become a well-known face in the scam rap scene. However, everything changed when on July 10th, 2023, a YouTuber by the name of Tommy G uploaded a documentary, and he titled it Investigating the Internet's Most Famous Scammer. In this video, Punchmade Dev showed his face, his entire crew, and performed multiple live scams on camera, making him nearly $100,000 in that video alone. Now, it could be that Punchmade Dev had no idea of how many views that documentary would get, but it ended up going insanely viral, getting 3 million views in the first week. Not to mention the hundreds, if not thousands, of clips that were being posted on TikTok and Instagram, which they were also getting thousands of views. Within 7 days, Punchmade Dev became an internet sensation. This was due to the fact he had no fear in incriminating himself on camera, and people liked the raw and don't give a f mentality that he brought. While Punchmade Dev had so much momentum, he dropped a song called Wire Fraud Tutorial, which would become his most popular single within just a few days of it being released, until it was later taken down by YouTube. Punchmade Dev then went on Aiden Ross's stream and scammed him on his own stream.
Now it says, who we spoofing? Aiden Ross.
What the
Which, as you could guess, this then got posted all over TikTok and YouTube, boosting his name even more. And about a couple days after that, Punchmade Dev was arrested along with his cameraman Bryce Hill. It is not confirmed if they are released or if they are still in jail, as I couldn't find any legit sources on that. Now that we know where scam rap came from and how it rose to fame in the rap industry, let's talk about the pros and cons of it. In my opinion, obviously scamming is a dumb way to get money. However, some people aren't fortunate enough to be born in a situation where they can make good money legit. I'm not trying to defend them, but I also see why it could appeal to a lot of people. I feel like it's a double-edged sword, but on one side it's a little bit better. Also, scamming, even though it talks about stealing from people, I honestly prefer prefer that over rappers just talking about killing people left and right. But then again, the rappers that talk about killing, some of these rappers really live that life. And the majority of us cannot relate to that. So when we hear that type of stuff, we're intrigued by it naturally. But another thing is, as long as there's demand, there will always be supply. And most rap listeners nowadays just want to listen to the crazy shit that them themselves would never ever do. So as long as we keep glorifying it, the more it will seem okay. But I'll be honest, I'm not perfect at all either. And that's the thing about this. Throughout this video, I didn't mention the fact that I myself am a music producer, and on my beat page, I post my beats with pictures of guns, drugs, jewelry, and money. Because that's what my audience clicks on the most, and that's what makes me the most money. So even though I wish we wouldn't glorify it, I'm really part of the problem as well. So it's kind of hypocritical, because glorifying it is exactly what I'm doing. I feel like the rap game itself is really a double-edged sword, whether you're doing it legally like me or not. I'm not on either side of the argument. I simply just wanted to make this video to spark conversation around this topic. So let's talk about this in the comments though. I want to know your guys' thoughts on scam rap and how it's affecting the music industry.